Hi, this is Linda and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to take you guys along on an adventure to the island of Saint Lucia in the Caribbean. Let's dive right in. Okay guys, so I am leaving for Saint Lucia in 2 days and I need to get my travel pouch ready to go. So this is my craft pouch. This comes with me most of the time when I leave the house. I take it with me, a lot of places in my bag. But I want it to be functional for travel. So right now I have all the things in here I use daily. My cat's tail is right here. He's enjoying spending some time with me before I leave. But anyways, I have my 3 planners in here that I use on a regular basis. I have this pouch in here and just some like stickers. I've got rolling adhesive, pens, I've got whiteout, scissors, and I want to update this so that it works for what I need for my travel. So what I have in there is my daily journal, which I'm definitely bringing this with me. I have my craft planner and I have my daily planner. So I don't want to bring my craft planner with me on this vacation because I'm not going to be doing any craft planning or crafting while I am away. So I don't need to bring this, which is going to free up a little bit of space inside of here. I do think I want to bring my media journal because this is something I can work on and filling in some of the gaps in here while I'm on the road. I'm not sure yet. I think I don't want to bring this. So this is my daily, my everyday planner. And I have this for all of my plans. I have my flight information and stuff in here, but I don't think I need this because a lot of this stuff is tasks that I need to track. And I don't need to track a lot of those things while I'm gone. I am gone from February 6th through the 14th. And so what I'll probably do is when I get back, I will set this up for this week. I probably won't set it up for this week at all, pumpkin. But I will set it up when I get back. I don't need to, track all of these things during the week that I am gone. I'm not going to do daily to-do lists or goals or any of that. So I think I can leave this here. I might take photos of some important information that I have in here, such as bill information in case I need to pay any bills while I am gone, but I'm not going to bring the planner with me. So that frees up a lot of space inside this pouch. But I'm going to take everything out of it and kind of go through and decide what I really want to bring and bring some stuff that I don't normally take with me and take out some things that I do normally have. Let's see, the only thing I have in those pockets on the inside is my ruler, which I do know I want to bring that. I have my markers back here and I have some sticky notes. What I do need is some washi tape. I have a washi sampler here that I made a while ago, but I think I'm going to make a travel one. And I have some stickers in here that I don't use as often and a bunch of stickers. So I'm going to go through my stickers and take out the ones that I know I'm not going to use. For example, I'm not going to be editing YouTube videos while I am away. I'm not going to be editing Instagram content while I'm away. So I can leave these ones here. I'm going to go through all of this stuff, pull out all the things that I don't need, and then I'm going to create a new washi sampler and collect some items that I think I might want while I am traveling. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward to get all of that set and walk you through it at the end. adding my Canon Selfie Square into my travel pouch along with some extra film for this printer, and that way I have the ability to print some small photos while I'm on vacation to stick in my journal. Making sure to add new of my favorite pens so that I know that they have a full ink cartridge and I'm not going to run out while I'm gone. I also do the same for my adhesive roller to make sure that that doesn't run out as well. Next, I'm going to make some new samplers for washi tape, and I do end up making 2 more, and I kind of do one that's like all of my new favorites and one that is travel / Caribbean themed, so that I have things that I will want to use while on vacation. To make these, I have these plastic sheets that I purchased on Amazon, and I will link them down below. And I just crop them to a size that's going to fit into that plastic pouch that you see on the screen. And that's where I'm going to keep these inside of my larger pouch. The plastic pocket is from Ali Edwards. It's from an older story kit, but you could find something similar on Amazon or use a Ziploc bag. I round the corners just so that it doesn't stay sharp. And then I'm going through my washi collection and adding all of the ones that I want to bring with me onto the sampler sheet. The next step is to go through my magazine clippings and printed out memes and such to see if there's anything from this collection that I want to bring. I want my journal to look a little bit different while on vacation because I'm going to be documenting my travels, but I do still want it to be in my style. So I typically include this type of stuff in my spreads, and I want to have it available to me while I am traveling so that I can maintain that consistency across all of my spreads. And that wraps up my packing. Now it's time to take off. First, I have to drive down to New York City and then take off from JFK. Goodbye, New York City. Goodbye, US. Let's go. And that's it. We arrived in Saint Lucia. This tiny little island is in the southern Caribbean and the furthest south I think I've ever been in the world. It was really fun to get an opportunity to see a culture and an island that's so different from my own. I spent a large portion of the time at the resort relaxing, journaling, and soaking up the sun. First day we were excited to get in the water, so we tried out some snorkeling and saw some fish and some kayaking. It was a ton of fun. Of course, I rounded the day out with some journaling by the water. journaling by the pool was super relaxing. Definitely not as comfortable or easy as doing it at a desk, but I really love the slower pace of not having any deadlines and just being able to journal as much or as little as I wanted. I did find that the wind was a little bit annoying, but a good way to combat that I found was to use a binder clip and just clip the edge of my page to the pencil board so that it stayed flat and smooth and things didn't blow away. I kept sticker sheets and other things that I wasn't using inside my pouch at all times so it wouldn't blow away. I also found that in the Caribbean weather, it is super humid, which was fine because it was warm and relaxing, but it was really bad for all paper products, and my books and my journal and even my passport warped. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to a tropical location. Left the resort and hiked down to the Pigeon Island National Landmark and hiked up to the top of a hill. It was so steep, but the views from the top were breathtaking. It was absolutely beautiful and something I'm so thrilled that I did. I also was able to see some of the local buildings and stores and everything on the way there and back to the resort. After our adventure, we spent a lot of time relaxing by the beach and by the pool and also in the room where I took some time to update my planner or journal as well. I started with my weekly spread because to me, this is the most important one to actually accomplish at the time because this is where I write down the details of what I actually did each day. I write my meals down at the bottom, and during the daily segments, I include information about everything that kind of happened. So I have it as a reference when I'm going back to work on my Project Life album or other scrapbook albums, or if I'm going to do some back journaling if I don't complete all of my journal spreads while on vacation. I am going through my Coffee Monster Co. stickers because I use those to kind of decorate as I go and have a little bit of fun with these spreads. Otherwise, I would get bored and not want to complete them. You can also see that I printed out a photo there from my hike using my Canon Square selfie, and I'm going to include that in one of my daily pages. Weekly is fully updated, I work on my daily spreads. I had a few spreads to catch up on, so I'm working on those simultaneously, and I'm alternating between adhering things down and doing journaling or drawing of letters. I don't actually do many drawings, but I do draw out larger letters and block letters. So I alternate between doing these different things because my hand cramps if I write for too long. So if my hand starts to get sore, I will switch to maybe adding some washi tape or something else while my hand gets a little bit of a rest. We spent the last 2 days of vacation just relaxing on the resort, soaking up the sun, playing in the pool, lounging by the beach, and enjoying food. We were also there for Super Bowl Sunday, so we watched the Super Bowl out on the big main stage, which is kind of fun to do from a resort in another country, but there were enough Americans there that they made a big deal out of it, and it was really fun watching with such a huge crowd. We flew home on Monday morning and said goodbye to Saint Lucia, and I still now need to document my travels in a scrapbook. I will probably make a mini album, but for now I'm just going to document it in Project Life and my journal and hold all of my memories also in this video. I'm so thrilled to have been able to share with you. desk back in New York, and I had so much fun in Saint Lucia. I hope you had fun following me along while I was there. Before I wrap up this video, I just want to share a couple more things with you. First, I'm just going to share a look at, actually, I'll share my journal first. I'm going to share a look at what I actually accomplished in my journal. So while I was there, I did share with you some of my journaling, but I know I didn't have my top-down approach view, so this will give you a better view of everything. So here's the monthly. I was able to add some things in here. I had purposefully brought the football cut out, knowing that that was Super Bowl Sunday. And then I had just some of my washi tape that I brought with me for the sun for this day. I did some doodling for these 2 days, and then I just had that word, and I thought, you know, that's perfect for this vacation. And I will go ahead and fill in today. Today is February 13th. I'm back at home. I got home very, very late last night. It was a very long journey. And so I'm just wrapping this up now and kind of getting back into my regular routine. Flipping to my weekly, I used my very standard approach. So you can see here is a week that is not a travel. This was just a regular week. So I did the exact same thing where I was just kind of keeping track of what I did during the day, and using the Coffee Monster Co. stickers. I used some washi tape. I did designate the difference between this day, which was a normal at-home day, and our travels days by switching the washi tape. And I added some additional washi pieces. I haven't really finished this part yet, but I had put the washi here because our original plan was to come home on Wednesday, but because of a huge snowstorm hitting on Tuesday, so we were actually supposed to fly on Tuesday and then drive on Wednesday because we were flying into New York City, and then we live a few hours north. So we were going to stay down there, but a huge blizzard was hitting on Tuesday, so we ended up moving our flight to Monday and then driving through the night to get home. So I'm actually kind of happy to shorten that travel experience, although it was not pleasant doing everything all in one day. It's done, and now I'm home with some extra days, so that's why the washi doesn't match. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Actually, I might peel this road trip one up if I can. Yeah, see, I think I can. Some washi, you can peel it off of here pretty easily. These ones are from Everyday Explorers, and they are pretty good at being able to be moved. So I'm going to just move this one here. And then this one, I guess, doesn't really make a ton of sense right here anymore because this is just a normal day. So I'm going to move this, and maybe I'm just going to put it right here because I didn't have. So what was a little bit different in this week is that I typically include, or what I've been doing so far this year is including kind of highlights from the week. This spread is primarily as a reference for when I'm doing Project Life. And I am still going to do Project Life of this week. So I wanted that. My highlights though were kind of not the same because I typically just highlight like a lot of what happened that week. But for this week, I mean, it was vacation. So I did put a few things. But really the highlight was vacation, right? And then I haven't done anything yet here because this is the current week. Moving to the dailies. So let's see. Monday was that day that was like a normal day, and I just didn't journal at all. I will go back and fill that at some point. And then Tuesday and Wednesday were our travel days. We had a 2-day travel adventure to get there. And what I ended up doing was journaling about Tuesday and Wednesday on one page because I ended up doing this. I started this on the plane and I finished it later, I think, in the hotel. But it was already past Wednesday, so we were already there, or it was Wednesday when I started it because we were flying. So I just used some stickers and just journaled about the travel days here. And I just mentioned, you know, Wednesday was this, so you could tell when you look back. And then I had this extra page. I put this Celebrate Saint Lucia while I was there. I didn't fill it in, but I think what I'm going to do is add some like highlights or just like little stories I want to remember. I do have some memories that I have not yet journaled or captured that I will probably do in the next few days. But I'm not going to share that as part of this video because I want to wrap this up and kind of include just kind of what happened on this adventure in this video, but I will share future videos of my flip through of February in here, so you'll be able to see how this all comes together. And if I do any additional projects, I will share that as well. Then moving into the days there, so I did some longer journaling. I added some embellishments. I added a photo here using my Canon selfie printer. This is the Canon selfie that I brought with me to Saint Lucia, and it is very portable. It's a little heavy, but I just kept it in my bag here that I shared at the beginning of this video, and that worked out really well to have. So I printed a couple photos while I was there, and then I added in one of the tickets here and some washi tape and just did some like larger titles. This day I ended up having extra space, so I might go in and add something else here, or I might not. And then this day I actually had a lot to journal, which I ran out of space, but I finished it up, but I might go back and add more here from this day. So I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do, but I'm still happy with how this is. I printed another photo to include here. And then this was our long travel day, and I didn't open this once, so I didn't have a chance to journal about it yet. I will probably add some journaling in here because I want to remember that experience. I might just add bullet points, or I might go back and add longer journaling. I'm not sure yet, but you will see that when I wrap up the month and share a flip through of this at the end of the month, which I might have already done at the time that I'm sharing this video. Then I wanted to share with you the ephemera that I collected. So this was a resort vacation. So I stayed in an all-inclusive resort in Saint Lucia. So I didn't collect a ton of stuff, but I did collect a few things. So I'm gonna just kind of go through what I have from that adventure. I brought one of these large bags, it was from Studio Calico. It was what their scrapbook kits came in. And I just stuck this in my carry-on suitcase so I could add things to it during the week. I snagged the pen from the room. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use this. I won't use it in an album or anything, but I thought it was a fun memento. I always collect money. I didn't end up with a very nice one, but it is still some money from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, so I did get that. So that's going to go in my collection. That doesn't go in my album, but I do have a separate book that I keep that money in. This is my claim ticket for my bag going to, so UVF is the airport code for the airport in Saint Lucia. I purchased a sticker at the airport. I wanted to get a postcard, but I couldn't find any. I have a couple of boarding passes. I have my flight to Saint Lucia and my flight home. I had a couple receipts that I kept that are just kind of fun to see. I know that these will fade over time, so I might take pictures of them, or I might end up not even keeping them, but it is, just fun to have. Just a little note from the hotel and the notepad they leave in the room. So I stayed at the Hideaway Royalton, which is a Marriott hotel, so that's why they had that. I took the label off the water bottle. So this was the brand of water that they have all over the island. It was basically the only brand of water you could get on the island. So I just took one of those because I thought that was fun, because that's not a brand you have in the United States. They don't have a lot of the same brands there, or even I've traveled to quite a few countries, and usually you see a lot of the large corporate retailers or restaurants or fast food and that type of thing. None of that's there. They don't have Starbucks, they don't have McDonald's. One of the few ones I saw was KFC, but I didn't get a chance to stop there because it was an all-inclusive resort. But that's the kind of stuff that I will document, and I have documented in my journaling. I also got this tag because I bought a new dress for this trip on my way down. So it was technically part of the vacation, and I wore it for the first time on the vacation, so I might include it or I might use it elsewhere. I have my ticket from going to Pigeon Island National Landmark. And then I have the pamphlet from the resort, which is kind of janky because it looks like it's printed on a home printer, but that's still, it's super fun. I like that it has like kind of more information about everything. It's got, you know, their like the hours and that kind of stuff. And it had my room number on here. I didn't get to keep my room key because it was also an ID bracelet and they took it from you. They took most things back when I checked out, but I did get to keep this, so I was happy about that. And yeah, so that's all the stuff I have. I'm thinking I might make a little mini album. I don't have a ton of ephemera because, like I said, I was at an all-inclusive, but for a 4-day, I had 4 full days there. This is a decent amount of stuff. And I could really put together a nice mini album using these things. So I will probably do that. And if I do, I will share it here and over on my Instagram. Okay, guys, that wraps up my adventure from Saint Lucia. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know this is a little bit of a newer thing for me. So please let me know what you thought of it, if you'd like to see more of this type of adventure. And if so, any ideas of things that you'd rather see or changes you want me to make in future videos that are like this one. If you have any general questions or comments, as always, please leave them down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.